Hey friends, it's Joni with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom, and I feel like I'm going to repeat myself. The message for today's weekly message sort of repeats some of the same themes we've gone over in other videos over the last few months. It's either because we're not getting the message or, or it is really an important message. And it's important that we know to take advantage of the manifestation energy, but yet at the same time, we are going to have to let some things go. We're going to have to surrender to some of the change that's happening in the world and go with it. Go with it. And maybe initiate our own changes. So this is kind of interesting again, but it's going to, it feels like a repeating message, and it's kind of hard to come up with an original title when it's the same thing being pounded into us. So please forgive me if you feel like you've seen this before. Listen anyway, because Spirit is trying to get across a message, and I hope that you'll be open to it. So, thank you very much for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. I really appreciate the support. This is the intuitive message from Spirit for the week of May 29th, yes, 29th through June 4th of 2023. We're almost in the new month, and this year is going by really fast. At least for me. Hopefully you are enjoying the slow time of it. Anyway, let's get past the chit chat. Let's dive in. I will be doing a separate video for the full moon in Sagittarius, which is happening June 3rd and 4th. So look for that video on my channel as well. So thank you very much for coming and viewing. We are using the influence of the angels tarot for our main message, and then you get to pick an oracle card from the Sacred Creators Oracle. The last 3 weeks, I've been using decks that have a lot of, I would say, affirmation-like information, and they've been really popular. So I'm just gonna go with the flow with this one, and maybe next week, we change it up. Okay, so here we go with the main message. The first card out is Archangel Michael as the magician. The magician here is telling us we have all the tools and the resources and the power to make our imagination, our dreams, our goals real. So the energy is here. The energy is here. If you're working on a project, if you're working on a business, if you're working on changing something in your life, you can manifest it. You It'll mean you have to do some work, but you have all the tools, the resources, and the power to do it. Okay? You can accomplish your goal with focused attention. The next two cards actually came out together, and I meant to read them together as soon as I turned them over. We've got the Six of Wands, right? And the Ten of Swords. They came out together. And what they actually said to me is victory, because this is victory here. Victory will come when you let things go. So when you let go, let me hold up those swords. Those swords represent all the negative thoughts, the limiting thoughts, the old thoughts. You need to go in a new direction. You need to see things from a different perspective. I believe that you will, because the sun is rising in this. The sunshine is there. It's pushing away the clouds. So whatever it is that you're focused on that's negative, you've got to change that focus so then you have victory. And that's what I heard when I turned those cards over. Victory will come when you let it go. So let go of the resentments, let go of the negativity, let go of the past, let go of some of the things that you need to let go of. And we all know what we need to let go of. I've had some people ask me, well, what do I need to let go of? Think about it. Think about the negative thoughts, the limiting thoughts. Think about what is it that you say to yourself that holds you back, that keeps you from doing what you want to do, what you really want to do in your heart. So those are the things you need to let go of. Okay. The next card out is another six. It's the Six of Pentacles. And this is about give and take. What you give out to the world is what you will receive. So if you're giving out negative stuff, if you're giving out hatred, that's what you'll get back. But if you give out love, you'll get that back too. And this is really, this is generosity, but this is also balance. The number six is a number of balance, and this is a balance of energy. Okay, a balance of energy. What you give out is what you receive. The next card that came out was the Knight of Cups. And I think um, he's got a mandolin. Is that a mandolin? I think it is. Some sort of stringed instrument that he is playing. And it is, the Knight of Cups is very emotional. And the cups is an emotional, it is the heart, it is the water element, and it is the emotions. And so this is about expressing your emotions. Maybe that's part of what needs to be let go of, is some of the pent up sadness, grief, other negative, well, all of those emotions serve a purpose. I don't like to, I was thinking about this on the ride back from Omaha yesterday, is about, is there is there really good or bad? We put things, we call things bad, but is that really wrong? Are some things actually blessings in disguise? Or do we use them? All emotions have a purpose. Anger has a purpose. Sadness has a purpose. But it just depends, I guess, on how long you stay in that emotion. Do you linger there when it's supposed to move through you? So, what this card is saying is let the emotions move through you, but express them. And when you express them, like he is, through music, then they move on. They're leached out of you. You don't hold on to them. You let them go. So that might be a hint of how we need to transmute and channel some of those emotions in other ways, whether it's through music, through art, through writing, through journaling. It's kind of getting it out of you. The last, uh, those were the cards that came out. And then I really felt like something was missing. So I asked Spirit if there was another part of this story that needed to be told. And I started shuffling the cards again, and one more card did come out. And it's another six. It's the Six of Swords. So we had the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. This is all about we are heading in the right direction. They're all in a boat. They're escaping something. Maybe they're refugees. Some of them are looking back and some of them are looking forward. All I know is this boat is heading in the right direction. So despite what you may feel are blocks, or maybe you have been working on the manifestation of something and it's the reward has not shown up yet, or the opportunity you've been wishing for hasn't come yet, Be patient. Be patient. You're still heading in the right direction. Don't give up too early. Don't give up yet. So that's the main message for this week. I hope some of that resonated. I know it did with me, even though I feel like I've said it again before. Manifestation is possible. We're still holding on to some things that we need to let go of, and process and let go of. But we are ultimately all heading in the right direction with whatever it is that we're working on or doing in terms of improving ourselves. Okay, so have you picked a message from the sacred creators? I have 3 cards here. Do you need the message from card A, B, or C? Go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Remember to tap into your intuition and let spirit tell you which is your message. Which card is it? So if you picked A, you got find your sacred flow. Find your sacred flow. So what this is all about is the need for self-care, the need probably to pause. So if you feel like lots of things are going against you, then you're not in the flow. And to get into the flow, sometimes it means pausing, surrendering. In other words, okay, spirit, I guess you have to take it from this point on. And I'm just going to sit in the boat like the people here, sit in the boat and let it float. Let it float. And eventually it floats into the current in which you need to go in. And that's the sacred flow. The other thing is, to help that, you can also start some sort of spiritual practice. Pay attention to your spiritual practice, meditation, prayers, gratitude journals, something of that nature that, and you practice it every day. That gets you again into the flow of spirit. You're connecting with spirit. You're co-creating with spirit, and you get into that sacred flow, the flow of opportunity, the flow of abundance, the flow of love, the flow of the universe. Okay? So that's your message. Find your sacred flow. For those of you who picked B, you need to feed your artist. This is about nourishing your self-expression. We had that message again. Here, right here. In expressing your own emotions, expressing yourself, you need to feed and nourish the artist or the self-expression that you have within you and let it out. Okay? Creativity brings joy, right? And in my personal philosophy, I believe that the connection to spirit not only gives us spirituality, but gives us creativity. It's the inspiration and the fire that allows us to dream up, stories, books, paintings, sculptures, all kinds of things. Whatever it is that you want to create, I feel like it comes from spirit. Okay, so those of you who picked C, you got bravely market your magic. Now, this to me is another way, and I may steal this. This is another way to say, let your light shine. You are magical. You have gifts. Maybe they're not, maybe not in the intuitive gifts. You may have some other kinds of gifts. Whatever it is that is the essence of you, this message is saying, share it, show it, show up as you. Don't show up as what other people think you should be. Let your own light shine. Bravely market your magic. So this is like a come out of hiding and be who you are. Always be who you are. And the thing is, when you are that, you will begin, you radiate joy, you rate because you are who you are, and that energy that radiates out of you attracts other people that will support you as you are, rather than the old person that other people wanted you to be. Because those people won't know what to do with you. They'll say you've changed. No, you've just become you, who you truly are. So you've let yourself out of the proverbial closet, if you will. So I really, really like that. I hope that you like that as well. I'm wishing you many blessings for a wonderful week. We're heading into June here in Nebraska, and it's getting warmer. And I know a lot of people love summer. It's not really my favorite, but I do enjoy all the birds and the sunshine and the warmth and the trees and the flowers. I love those things. So anyway, I'm wishing you many blessings and have much joy and love this week. Take care.